welcome to Chamber Showcase. I'm Lisa O'Loughlin, the host of the show, and as always, I have great pleasure in presenting another episode, but tonight is a really special episode. We are here at Anthony's on Canal Street, Malden. Anthony's is a long-time business person in Malden, fabulous venue for parties and all sorts of celebrations, and he's opened his doors to us tonight. We are doing what we call the new members annual meeting. So anyone who's joined the chamber in 2019 is coming here tonight, along with all of our former members, many members. It's a great event, always a great turnout. And we're going to go around the room tonight and interview our new members and just show all of you what goes on at a chamber event. And if you're not a member, maybe you'll join for 2020, and we'll have you here next year. So stick with me, and we're going to have a fun night. Okay, and we're back again. This time we have a member of the membership committee, Greg Tully. Thanks for coming on, Greg.
My pleasure.
Malden homepage?
MaldenHomepage.com.
And what is that?
It's sort of a town newsletter. People send me news reels, anything of interest that I can put out. I like to eat a lot of stuff for the kids in high school, soccer, things like that.
And in your spare time, you help the chamber with events?
Yeah, with the chamber with events, and I'm on the membership committee.
So tonight is all about membership.
It is.
So what have you been up to make tonight happen?
Well, we've been planning this for a few weeks now, a few months, and it took us a while to figure out a place. Everybody wanted to go someplace different, so we figured maybe we'll take it to a membership establishment. So we decided to come here.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have a really good crowd. There's over 70 people here tonight.
Yeah. So how many new members total have you brought in this year?
We've brought in 28 new members, and 18 in the last membership drive.
Okay.
And
we have about 18 people here tonight with guests, so it's even more than that.
It's more than that now, yes, yeah, it is.
So I think one of the purposes is to encourage new members to come and they buddy up with somebody.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I've called it, we were assigned a few different people that when they first came in, so we'd welcome them in, give them how to, all the different perks that you have for the Malden Chamber and the people you're going to meet and things, all the meet and greets like this.
Yeah.
So, and they had somebody to come and talk to when they came in the door.
Yeah. So as I stand here looking around the room, everybody's very engaged.
They are. And they look like they're all old friends.
And that's the whole purpose of it. So congratulations on a successful membership campaign or membership drive, and tonight's annual membership gathering. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on. Okay, we're back here at the annual new members event for the Malden Chamber, and my first guest tonight is Joy Curtis. Joy, Cambridge Health Alliance, and board member and chair of many committees.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Big supporter of the Chamber, and the Chamber is a big supporter of CHA, so we're thrilled.
Yep. So tell me some of the committees you've been working on.
Well, I've been on the Taste of Malden, and I've also been, and this is over a couple of years, so each year, the most important one to me is the comedy night, because a portion of the proceeds benefits CHA.
That's right. And our guests may remember that we did a special program all about comedy night. We had a comedian on the show that night, and it was a lot of fun just taping it. But yes, you do get the proceeds, a portion of the proceeds for Cambridge Health Alliance. So what do you do over at Cambridge Health Alliance?
I'm the Chief Human Resource Officer, so I'm responsible for human resources for all of our employees, a significant portion who are in Malden. Although it's Cambridge Health Alliance, we have 2 locations in Malden. We have some of our finance staff and interpreter services at 350 Main Street, as well as our Malden Health Center.
Which is right behind us, actually. We're here at Anthony's on Canal Street and Cambridge Health Alliance. They have a beautiful building over there with many services inside. Any idea of how many employees you're responsible for?
Yeah, 4,500.
Say that again?
4,500.
And you have Everett?
We have Everett, Revere, Cambridge, and Somerville, or that's our area where we have these different employees. We have 21 different locations where employees may be working, and about 500 of them probably work in Malden. Wouldn't quote me on that, but it's several hundred.
It's amazing. And yet you find time to work for the Chamber. What is your value in that? Why do you spend time with the Chamber?
Well, I think that CHA really sees itself as part of the community. And this is a way to give back to the community and support the community in the way that it also supports us. And Malden is very, very important to CHA. We have a lot of patients in the Malden area, and even some of our board members have become CHA patients. So, we're thrilled to be here in Malden.
Well, on behalf of the Chamber, thank you for all you do, and congratulations on receiving a check from Comedy Night to support your breast health initiatives, I believe. It was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, all right, enjoy the night.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and we'll be back. Okay, and we're back again with another new member. McConum, welcome.
Thank you, everybody here. This is a great opportunity for me to have this friendship, kind of family in Malden, and we are resident of Malden since 2010, and we have 2 kids in Linden STEAM Academy, and we bought a house in 2014 in Sylvan Street. So Malden is our hometown. There are so many things we have achieved in here, so there are so many opportunities we are going to work. So we are happy, and Malden is our hometown.
That's great. And you're a new member. Why did you join the Chamber?
Since we live in resident of Malden since 2010, and we have so much great ideas, we want to, help and work with other team members so they benefit our resources, and also we'll get both vice versa.
So I see that you are American Home and Healthcare, and I am also a home care agency. So we're sort of competitors, but we're all friendly competitors. You also do skilled. That means PT, nursing, and OT?
Yeah. So our business is medical and has medical and non-medical. The medical part has home skilled nursing, the PT, the OT, and the psychiatric care. And also the non-medical part has home health ed. So we have clients from Winthrop, Revere, Chelsea, East Boston, Stoneham, Malden, North End. We're growing, and we are working to expand our business into California and Maryland. Even in Mass, we're thinking to open another business in Roxbury area. We are working on it.
Well, you're certainly energetic. Good for you. Welcome to the Malden Chamber. Good luck with your home health care. My boss is standing over there. As I said, we're home care, home instead senior care. I got to give us a plug. So thank you and good luck with everything you do. And here we are with not exactly a new member, but almost. They were members previously. Their former owner, I understand, let it lapse, and you decided to rejoin. Myung-do in Malden. Welcome.
Correct.
So we have, Alex and Dana. So tell us exactly what that is.
Myung-do is a 1,500-year-old traditional martial art focused on developing you to your fullest potential, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
And can I put a plug in that my daughter actually goes to your studio and has been for years, and so when I saw you, I said, I got to get you on the show. So she'll be happy with me for that. But welcome. I'm glad you came back to the Chamber. This is what we're all about. Are you pretty amazed by the turnout?
Yeah, I am, and honestly, it's really opening my mind, all the different types of businesses and passions that people share.
And Dana, anything you want to add to that?
Oh, just martial arts is a great way to enhance any business, and so if you work on yourself, you can really work on others a lot better.
You know, I often say that a healthy community has healthy business, and healthy businesses make a healthy community, but now I'm going to add healthy bodies, healthy people. Very important, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks for coming and being on the show. We'll see you around. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you all hear the mean mom voice now? Okay. My name is Joan Ford Monjo, and I'm the Executive Director of the Malden Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of the Malden Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to particularly welcome all of our new members to this wonderful new member reception. I want to thank you for coming out, and I also want to thank, I was going to say our old members, but you're not so old, our current members for joining us tonight. This is a really special event for the Chamber, and we've had this every year for a couple of years now, and I think it's a wonderful way to welcome new people into the organization and get to know one another and get to learn about one another's businesses. I especially would like to thank tonight Albert of Anthony's, because they did everything for us tonight. Marianne and I did not have to do any cooking, cleaning, setting up, or any of the typical chores that we would do. So thank you to Anthony's for being such a wonderful host. At this point, I'd like to introduce Attorney Barbara Durgan, who is the chairperson of the Membership Committee of the Malden Chamber.
Thank you so much, Joan, and welcome to everyone, and especially the new members. Tonight, it is my distinct privilege and honor to introduce our mayor, Gary Christensen, who will say a few words in a minute. It is especially wonderful to have Mayor Christensen at the Chamber new member event, as the mayor has recently been re-elected to serve his third term. Since becoming mayor in January 2012, Gary has worked in unison with residents and businesses to tackle the many challenges facing the city. He embodies the belief that we are in this together to make our community the best it can be. Gary also believes that communication is critical to a better Malden. He can regularly be found on social media, sharing the great things happening throughout the city. Finally, he has been committed to fostering an inclusive environment for Malden's vibrant and diverse community by encouraging citizen engagement and enhancing the delivery of services for all residents. Let's give Mayor Christensen a hearty Malden Chamber welcome and congratulations. Congratulations on your re-election.
Well, I should just leave it at that. It's all downhill from here. I mean, I'm still recovering from what was a long 6 months, and you can probably tell, right? A lot more grays now, but there is nothing like it on the planet Earth. I'm actually working on my tell-all book now. We started knocking doors May 14th, and to be able to be here with you tonight, I just wanted to say thank you, and to also let you know that after 6 months, you would think that there was one issue or two issues that determined the election, but I really think it was more that people want their government to just work hard, just to give it everything they have. And I think that's what ultimately led us to prevail. And the good thing about hearing that is that we're not alone. The government can only work as hard as they can, but if they don't have an active business community, an active chamber of commerce, then we will never get to where we want to go. So in addition to welcoming the new members, I know sometimes you sign up for an organization and then after you say, why did I do that? And I just wanted to let you know that for you, I had an experience during the campaign when we were asked, there were like 10 questions in one of the debates, and the one that came up about businesses in the chamber and what have they meant to Malden, it was the question that I felt really the most confident about. Before I was rifling through notes and trying to think about all that's been done, but not when it came to the business question. Just some statistics for the new members. In the past 4 years, there's been a 20% increase in new members, which equates to roughly 230 businesses that have come to open and to be a part of our city. Roughly a 2.5% increase in employment, 5.4% increase in wages. So I mean, we really, when you peel back the onion, we are making some significant progress. And again, that's a testament to the chamber. It's also a testament to way back when we came into office, one of the first things we did was establish a liaison to the business community. And I just wanted for the new members to know, there are two words that if you don't remember anything else I said tonight, remember this: Kevin Duffy. So Kevin Duffy's right here. And he is our business development officer. So coming into office, we knew that if we wanted to get to where we wanted to go, we had to have someone that was going to be for the chamber and for all the businesses. And just rattling off those statistics, I think you could see the value Kevin has had to the office of the mayor as well as to the business community. Some things looking forward, we are in the midst of opening up what I think is the single biggest project in city history, which is known as the City Hall redevelopment, which is going to have retail, residential, and a new city hall. And they've said that this could be the first in the state, if not the country, to have retail, residential, and civic part of one development. The other thing is just down the street here, we have a new office building that I think roughly is 65,000 square feet. Over there, we're building one at Middlesex in Charles, which will be 80,000 square feet. And then this way, the former Bank of America building on Exchange and Commercial is, I think, 320,000 square feet that they're doing over. So the reason I'm saying this is there's a lot of opportunity. When we delivered our inaugural speech in 2012, that's the word we kept using over and over and over again. And so, you know, to be here 8 years later and starting to see this opportunity coming to fruition, there's no better feeling in the world. So on behalf of the City of Malden, welcome aboard, and just make sure you know that it does not stop here. We are available to you, literally, right, Kevin? 24/7, because we know that you are the lifeline to where we all want to go. If you don't believe me, look no further than Bodeborg on Pleasant Street. They were trying to open up their first establishment in the United States here in Malden, and they had reached an impasse with the owner of the property, and lo and behold, they called on Kevin Duffy, who was in, I think it was the second quarter of a pivotal Patriots game, and he got off the couch, went downtown, sat with both. Yeah, he did record it, right? Yeah, that's not the same though. It's not the same, you know. After it's over, and rewinding it, but he got in the middle of Bodeborg and the landowner, and was able to help get them where they needed to be, and now I'm happy to say they're expanding their operation by adding 6 new quests. So again, we're serious about this to a fault, to make sure that, you know, we get to where we all want to go. So on behalf of the City of Malden, welcome aboard. We look forward to working with you all.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for the organizer for giving me this opportunity. My name is Frances Lin. I am a health coach, and I have provided products for people to get better health. Before I talk about my services, I would like to just say a few words about myself and how I come to do this business. So I came to the United States in 1984 from China. Afterwards, I got my master's in computer science, and I got a job in AT&T designing the wireless system. I was very passionate about my job, and I did a lot of inventions. For example, the phones that we rely on so much today, we can't live without it, have hundreds of my innovations in it. I hold 30 patents, and I was the first female engineer to be awarded the Special Inventors Award. And I was the first Chinese to be ever given the Bell Labs President Gold Award. Thank you. However, life took a bad turn because of the company downsized, and the division I worked in got eliminated. So, and also the stock plunged from $85 to 50 cents. And I lost a fortune, and I lost my job, which I loved so much and dedicated my life to. But they say that when a door is closed, a window is opened. I was actually, looking back, feel fortunate, because at the time I was working so hard. I worked like almost 100 hours a day, and I was very stressed. I got a lot of headaches, and I couldn't sleep at night, and I got pains all over my body. I guess many of you probably experienced this, and I have severe allergy. I couldn't eat apple, I couldn't eat banana, I couldn't eat watermelons, all those things. And then a friend of mine introduced some products to me, and amazingly, all my symptoms were erased. And it was so funny. I said, okay, these are just nutrition supplements. How would it work so well? Because I have engineering background, I just inquisitive. So I did the research and I found out that because the product has the best, the world's most advanced delivery system, and so like 95% what you take can be absorbed by the body. Because it's so well absorbed by the body can utilize it and to restore our cells. So that's a product I got so interested in. And because I strive for excellence, I think this excellent product can help a lot of people. So I became an advocate for this product. And I know that all of us work so hard. And however, no battle can be won without logistics. So I just think if we can make ourselves be more energetic and have better memories, better memories and clear thinking, like when we were young, and then we can be more efficient. And these products do exactly like that, because I myself looked much younger, maybe 10 years younger than like 2 years ago when I started. So if you want to look younger like me and feel more better, I have these samples. I have these samples, and you can have them for $5 a packet, and you can try it. And if you don't feel any difference, I will be happy to refund you the money, because that's how good they are. So, and I also do a one-to-one health coach, because I believe a lot of times it's the education, like the better lifestyle and the better the way how we eat and how do we handle everyday stress. It's something that we need to relearn, because as a children we were happy all the time, but as adults we are not as happy as children, and how we can become like a children again. So I have like a health surveys for you to take. If you're interested, I'm giving like a 50 minutes health coaching service for free for 20 people here. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best and a healthy life.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
Next one I'd like to introduce is Michael Gettings from the Frosty Nug.
Thank you for having us here tonight. I don't know if we can surpass Frances. She did a great job.
Yeah. And we don't have any samples either. Illegal.
We're looking to obtain a license here in Malden, and I'm sorry, we're looking to obtain a license here in Malden, and we're excited to be in this community. We have a lot to offer. We feel like we have a lot to offer Malden.
We've been working with the CLEC Council, and they've been wonderful in their transparency. All the members, everything's moving a lot faster here than it has in most other locations. Malden's done a wonderful job. We hope to add a lot to Malden in both business and income for taxable reasons, and it will be a positive thing for the Malden.
By the way, my name is Brian Belts. This is Dominic Garibaldi.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Introductions. So I'm blessed to be a social equity applicant with the Cannabis Control Commission. What this means is that they're building pathways to people who normally wouldn't be able to open this kind of business, people who have been impacted by the war on drugs. And my passion in all of this is, so I was an activist before I began this endeavor, and I worked on campaigns to get fair wages for people and for equality issues, and I'm really hoping that we can be known as the company in the town that treats their employees the best. And we want to build our brand a lot like Market Basket, where our reputation is built upon the way we treat our employees. And we understand that this is a really controversial business. It's brand new, and we want to be as transparent as possible and treat our employees the best and provide education and do whatever we can to mitigate whatever possible impacts that a cannabis dispensary could cause, which is why we have over 80 parking spots, and we're very close to the edge of the town. So we're going to try to mitigate those traffic problems, and we think that by providing education and security and fair wages and building a brand for ourselves and making sure that people are getting a product that is safe and tested and not promoting it, but just providing a place for people to get cannabis if they want it, and try to get rid of the black market in Malden and make sure that people in Malden can benefit from the tax money that's coming from these products rather than the black market. So
we have healthcare providers also as part of our team that will provide education and backup also. Yeah, Mike?
And we're the team, so
yeah,
if you walk through the doors,
we're all
see
local
us.
from Massachusetts. We're not from
not going
Canada.
anywhere.
We're local people, so we plan on working the business, and this is going to be our primary focus.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Johnny from East Cambridge Savings Bank. Are we here? Come on up.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Johnny Long from the East Cambridge Savings Bank. We're new to the chapter, but I'm not new to the organization. I was with Eastern Bank previously for 3 years. Just a little bit about East Cambridge Savings Bank. We're a mutually owned bank. We're actually one of the only two in Malden now. And we've been around for about a century and a half. And what sets us apart from all the other banks is we don't have shareholders that we have to report to. We're in the business to here for our customers, for our communities, and for our businesses. And we really like to put our money where our mouth is, whether it's through donating to nonprofits in the area or hosting financial literacy workshops in the area as well. And being part of a smaller mutual bank, you would think that the common misconception is that there's not as much services or products that a larger bank will offer. But what I found is through my few months working here is that we're a bank that doesn't like to say no. We're very, very creative with our solutions, and we'll always come up with some sort of solution with any goal that you have. So I encourage you to, if you're looking for a financial partner, to chat with myself or my colleagues. Thank you for having us, and we've been around for about a month now. So we're a new space right on Pleasant Street. We'd be happy to give you a tour as well.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to introduce two new members. They're both in the fitness industry. And the first gentleman I'd like to introduce is Joe Ingemni from Move Fitness. Give him a hand.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is a great, well-attended event. But Joan, this is awesome that you've pulled this all together. This is great. Yeah, I know. It's great. So I just want to thank everybody for the welcome. The people that I've met so far have been very, very welcoming and also very congenial, and I appreciate that. Being new to the Malden chapter, I'm a longtime Malden resident. I've been in Malden for over 30 years. My kids went to school in Malden. They grew up in Malden, and my wife and I have been living here for over 30 years. I'm not a Malden business owner. My business is in Melrose, but it's just over the line, in right near Pine Bank. So it's technically in Malden, right, Joan? No. No. But it could be in Malden. So, but I know Joan from Melrose. So when I found out that Joan was the head of the Malden chamber here, we just had to join because Joan's such a great person, and I felt like this would be a great chapter to be a member of, and I'm really happy to be part of the Malden business community, even though my business is in Melrose. Just to tell you a little bit about what I do, I'm an exercise physiologist and personal trainer. I've been in the industry for 32 years. I started the business in 1986 after graduate school, and didn't really know what I was getting into. Personal training really wasn't well known back then, but I took a shot and was fortunate to come up on the right side because personal training now is pretty well known, and I think I'm fortunate to have been on the foundation or the beginning stages of what has now become a very important, in my mind, industry in the fitness industry. We pride ourselves on doing just that, personalized training. The reason I got into personal training is I worked in between undergraduate and graduate school. I worked as a fitness instructor at a local fitness establishment in the North Shore, and found out that everybody was doing the same program. Yet my intuition told me that, well, everybody's not the same, so why is everybody doing the exact same thing? So I went to graduate school, studied exercise physiology, and said, there's got to be a better way of doing this. When I got out of graduate school, that's when I decided, personal training is really what I want to do. My brother, who was living in Miami at the time, said, there are people in Miami that are doing this personalized exercise prescriptions for people. I said, that really sounds like what I want to do. And so in 1986, we started the business. My wife's a physical therapist. We worked together on the business, and we really have never looked back since then. And so we pride ourselves in taking each individual, evaluating them for their specific needs, designing a program for them, and then walking them through the program so that they can do it not only when they're with us, but also when they're in their home gym or at the YMCA where they may work out, or any other gym that they work out. So we really pride ourselves in having a program that's portable for people, but very, very personalized. So I don't want to take any more of your time, but I appreciate being here. I appreciate your having me here, and I look forward to being an important part of the Malden business community going forward.
All right, thank you, Joe. And the other gentleman I'd like to introduce is Julio Salado from Fitness Foundry.
everyone. So my name is Julio. I'm from Fitness Foundry. So before I even begin, I just want to give everyone a pop quiz. And this pop quiz is going to basically summarize what I do for a living. And so the first thing, I'm going to test your knowledge. What weighs more, a pound of muscle or a pound of fat? Not everyone up. Raise your hand. Let me hear it. What weighs more, a pound of muscle or a pound of fat?
1 pound is 1 pound.
Now I want you to give your answer in Spanish. What is it? What is it back there? Oh, damn, she's good. I really just know Spanglish. That's a joke. I get it. All right, so the truth is, well, let me ask, Mayor. Well, wait, I'm not going to put you on the spot. What weighs more, a pound of muscle or a pound of fat?
Fit.
What would you say?
I would say the pound of fat.
Weighs more?
Yeah.
They both weigh the same. No, but this is kind of weird. No, so this is good. So this is
GMO. Edit that out.
So what I'm gonna do, I'll give you this. Just try it.
Consolation prize?
Yeah. Then I'll ask someone else. What weighs more, a pound of fat or a pound of muscle? I just kind of gave it away.
I would say a pound is a pound.
Thank you. So the only thing, yes, for you. So the biggest difference between the two, and the answer is yes, a pound, is volume and density. So if you see this, I'll pass this around. You don't put it in your pocket if you want, but you can feel the difference. So pass that around.
It's not real, right, Julio?
I can't deny nor confirm that. So what I had you do, and everyone laughed and you feel good, that's what I do. That's my style. So where I am in my career, and just to backpedal, Fitness Foundry is my online brand and website. And through my website, I provide education to counter the misinformation that's on the web. So if you Google pound versus fat, it's going to come up. You're going to get a lot of different information. So I found that one of the most successful tools that I can utilize, is working with the individual and working with what they know about their health and fitness and where their goals are. So to backpedal, I've been in the industry for 15 years, and I'm a recognized certified personal trainer with distinctions with one of the highest organizations that we have. I was also voted #2 Boston Best Personal Trainer by Boston A-List just a few years ago. I can't tell you who #1 is. That's okay. But I was voted, and I'm also a published author. I have some continuing education courses for fitness professional, because believe it or not, they also get misinformation. So if you can hear my theme, it's all about education. And the other part of what I do is to motivate people to find that within you, to say, you know what, I can actually do better, and every day counts. So whether it is, I want to make some lifestyle changes, or I just had rotator cuff surgery, I'm never going to do this, then we'll do what's necessary to prove to you it can be done. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
So one other thing that I also like to share is that what I would like to do with you guys is to use me as a resource. So to me, the internet is a giant platform of providing education. I call it like virtual real estate. So I have a good solid following on Twitter, Facebook. You can pull out your phone. It's Fitness Foundry, and I will follow you if you follow me. I've done my my public free workshops. I've done them at the YWCA in Boston. I'm working one in Peabody. I've done it at the Malden Public Library. And my workshops vary. But right now the theme is long-term weight loss based on lifestyle. There's no diets. No, so some people may not know that you may be drinking your calories. I don't know if raise your hand if you didn't know, like a large iced coffee has 4 creams. You can take away the cream, it's like 300 calories. Does that kind of make sense? You know what I mean? Back pain can be like, you don't need back surgery. Maybe you just need to do some basic floor exercises. So I'm all about education on a bigger platform. So if you have a business, I'm also big for nonprofits. I'll keep repeating that. Where I am right now in my career, it's not for profit. That comes secondary. Where I am is to share information to help our community get stronger. Does that kind of make sense? All of you have your own platform of individuals and customers. If we can exchange and you can give me ideas of how I can help you, it will be a mutual thing. Is that good? I can't leave without one last test. So this is a brain activity test. So I train clients from A to Z, from Alzheimer's all the way from people who are recovering from Zumba, because people get hurt in Zumba. I just made that up. That was pretty good. So do this for me right here. Make a fist. I want you to stick out your left pinky. And then your right thumb up. Then you're going to switch. Your eye just twitched. And then you're going to switch. And then you're going to switch. No, you got to keep going. You see how you feel? This is what I love. This is what I do. So if you feel good about yourself, let's do that for someone else. Does that make sense? So if I could be of any help, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you all. We have some other new members that we're going to be introducing shortly, but let's take a break. Let's talk to one another. Let's have another drinks, a little bit more to eat, and we'll get back together again in a few minutes. Hi, everybody, again. We have a few more new members to introduce themselves. How's that? No? Better? All right, I think I'm just going to have to yell. All right, everybody, we have a few more new members to introduce. So if I could get your attention again, and I'm going to bring Barbara Durgan back up.
Okay, thanks, Joan. So it's my pleasure to introduce McConan of America Health and Home Care to say a few words.
My name is McConan, and some people have a hard time to pronounce McConan. They say McConan. I said, fine. I have some few Irish friends. It's easy for them to say McConan. So you can call me whichever way works, McConan, McConan. That works to me. Some say Mac. So we have a few businesses in Malden, but we came here today with the Chamber of Commerce to introduce ourselves about home health care, America Health Home Care. So we have clients in Winthrop, Chelsea, East Boston, North End. We started not more than a year ago, but we're growing fast. And there's something make our growing fast was some home health businesses or home care businesses have clients everywhere, but we hire home health aide, nurses, and we have a special way of screening or hiring employees. So whenever people have short, like in the big home health agencies or hospitals, so they can call us and we're working in a team. So we have that group of people, home health aide nurses. So that makes our growing fast. And we have other businesses. Hopefully next year we're going to come and register or do with the Chamber of Commerce, Malden. So Malden is we resident of Malden since 2010. We moved to Burlington, Mass for 2 years, and we came here. We bought a house in Malden, 7th Street, and we started a few businesses. But we're growing fast, and thank you for opportunities. And Malden is our hometown. Just my background: I'm from Ethiopia. I came and finished school in California State University, and I moved here to Malden, actually Mass, in 2009. That was not a good time for California. There's a lot of layoff in 2008. So that was how I came to Malden. But since then, I shoveled snow. I didn't know even to walk in the snow because I'm not used to it in Africa. But a lot to learn, and my kids, they love here. Even sometimes we have families in California. They say, Daddy, I said, can you go to California? They said, no, Daddy, we enjoy the snow. But now I'm used to it, so I have to get up and shovel. And even I don't have a snow blower. I said, I want to do it. I want to work myself. So I know how to take care of my family business. When I was in Africa, they have farming. So, and thank you. It's a great opportunity. And we'll meet lots of people here. So we want to grow, and Malden has a lot of potential. So I can see lots of changes in the last 2-3 years. Thank you, everybody.
Next, I'd like to introduce and bring up Stan from Verizon. Stan? Welcome.
My name is Stan Yusevich. I'm from Verizon. I'm here with my colleague, Kathleen Finn. And despite the fact that there's a new members meeting, we are new members of the chamber. But we've been here for decades and decades. And I was struck by what the mayor had to say about economic development, because it's true. He's made a commitment to the business community to be inclusive. He's also done something that he hasn't really spoken about, and that's education. And building upon education, which is key to a great community. And you're building one now, Mayor. And Verizon wants to play a role in that. We just announced 5G in Boston, went active today. And here in Malden, we're looking forward to bringing the next generation of technology that ties business and education together in that knitted knot that every community going forward is going to need, because it is a tremendous infrastructure, and it will bring about the change in education and in jobs and how we communicate and how we relate to one another. So I'd just like to take the next 45 minutes, Mayor, and go through. But I do. And Ron, I think you have enough film to go, right? But anyway, thank you very much, and we look forward to our participation here in this community.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dora from Malden Public Library.
Thank you. It may seem strange that we're up here since we've been in Malden since 1879, but we are a new member of the Chamber. We were probably a member of Chamber in 1910, but no one can find the records. So, I'm Doris St. Martin, the director of the library, and before I begin, I just want to say to all the new businesses that have joined from Melrose and Everett, you used to be Malden, so welcome home. If you don't know, the Malden Public Library is actually a 501(c)(3) nonprofit with very significant support from the city of Malden. We don't want to forget that. We run the Malden Public Library. We run a 61 square foot art gallery and museum. If you haven't been by, please find my card, come. We have art from the 17th century through Frank Stella in the modern period, and you really should use it for a relaxing day with your staff. We also have meeting room, function space for rent in our beautiful Henry Richardson designed 1885 building on the National Register of Historic Places. A lovely place to have a staff event, a wedding, and a memorial service if you need one. We do it all. I wanted to say that we are currently in the design phase of 3 new meeting room spaces because the business community has asked for them. So these will be meeting rooms that hold 2 to 3, 4 people and can be signed up for if you need to Skype, you need to meet a client, you need to take a deposition. We're excited to be able to offer that space. We also have a meeting room we rent out that has 75 and all the technology you could need, surround sound, all that good stuff. Finally, we're very happy to be a member of the Chamber because we want to offer businesses a chance to provide that education to the community. So we provide a spot where you can do a program open to the public to explain something wonderful. For instance, Jose recently did a workshop on weight loss for the public, and the public came, and so we offer the opportunity for you to introduce yourself to the Malden community. So, and finally, because we've been here since 1879, we are going to honor one of Malden's most original businessmen and philanthropist, Elijah Converse, if you don't know, was the big moneymaker of Malden in the turn of the century. And he funded many important things. And his 200th birthday is June of 2020. So we invite you all to get involved with Converse 2020. And you'll hear more about that with the Chamber and the library. So we have some brochures and things out. We have a triple threat trivia fundraiser. If your company does not have a team, you might want to think about it. The mayor needs some competition. So he's been winning a lot, and we want him to have competition. So thank you so much, and we look forward to another 140 years on the Chamber. Thanks.
Thank you from the Malden Public Library. My name's Dan Mayard. I'm with New England Security here in Malden, and I'm also on the new membership committee at the Chamber. I have the great pleasure of welcoming Miss Sandy Silk from Jefferson Apartment Group.
Hello. So I'm Sandy Silk with Jefferson Apartment Group. I also want to introduce my colleague, Jonathan Matthews, also with Jefferson Apartment Group. So for those of you that are not aware, although I'm guessing no one in this room is not aware, we've been working for the last several years in conjunction with the city to transform Pleasant Street, and are thrilled to announce that Pleasant Street is now reopened to pedestrian traffic for the first time since probably 1970, 1971. You can now walk from Pleasant and Main all the way down to the Malden Center MBTA stop without going up any steps, without going up any ramps. It's a direct route today. So that's super exciting for all of us. So I want to thank you all for your patience as we've been under construction for many years. It's a super exciting time for us at the project. We've announced, many of you may be aware, 4 new retailers who are coming to Malden, all new uses in Malden Center. Bit Bar, a barcade, Soul City Yoga, where there will be yoga in Malden Center, Landsmith, an outdoor adventure coffee cafe, and Ball Square Fine Wines is opening Malden Center Fine Wines, which offers craft beers and wines, and we hope that all of them will become members of this fine institution once they are up and operating for business. So I've been involved with the project since 2013, working very closely with the mayor. My hat's off to you. We would not be here and the buildings would not be there without the strong support of the city and the visionary leadership of the mayor and his staff. This was not a project that was simple. It is not a project that was easy, and it was a project that required a lot of fortitude and perseverance on behalf of your city leadership. So I'd like to give a round of applause to the mayor because it's amazing to be here. And it is my honor to pass the bar officially to Jonathan Matthews, who is our property manager, as we have begun our lease up, so he can tell you a little bit about the property. And the last thing I'll say is that we are also proud to host Malden Reads on December 7th for the One City, One Book initiative with a fundraiser that they are doing, which we're super excited to host. We look forward to being very engaged with this community and doing more things. We're also partnering with Malden River Works to tell the story of what they're doing, and so we want to do more of that. So please reach out and ask us how we can help you. Jonathan.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. You can probably tell from my voice I'm not from Malden, but I'm very happy to be here. Just hearing all of you speak, it's very telling that this is a very open and tight-knit community, so that's good to see. Usually the first question I get about the community is, how things are going, is there a lot of interest and that sort of thing, who's coming in. I'll tell you there is a lot of interest. Surprisingly, fourth quarter where things are typically slow, things are really ramping up now. So that's not typically indicative of fourth quarter, but I'll tell you, as we ramp into spring, first of the year, you'll see a lot of new faces around the area living at J. Malden Center, many of whom will probably be patronizing your businesses. And so we would love to collaborate with some of you. I would really like to invite you all to come by, introduce yourself at the community, get familiar with it, and if there's something that we can do to help you host something there to further your ambitions, we'd like to help you with that. If you haven't had an opportunity to meet the team, they're over here at this table, these two beautiful ladies, and Dylan beside them. If you get a chance, please mosey over there and introduce yourself to them as well.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Jefferson Group. I have another new member I have the pleasure of introducing, Mary Susan from DMS Trinity.
Thank you, Dan. Hi, everybody. My name is Mary Susan Blout, and I am the owner of DMS Trinity LLC, doing business as Trinity Naturals here in Malden, hopefully. We are also in contention for a retail cannabis license. We are a women-owned and protected class-owned company. We are local. I am from Stoneham. I grew up there. My kids are fourth generation on both sides. My father went to MC, class of =58. We have a fantastic group of investors, and we have assembled a wonderful team of experts and advisors, and we are really looking forward to working with the City of Malden. They have been wonderful to us thus far. The CLEC is very organized. We have talked to the experts that we've brought on board who have done this before, and they are really impressed with what the city has put together, considering that it's new to everybody. We know that it's a business with a lot of questions. People have a lot of expectations or concerns, and we've been very forthright in addressing that. My background professionally is I worked in Boston television for the last 25 years, the last 20 of that at WGBH Channel 2. I'm still there part-time. I went part-time so I could put this effort forth. We have 3 kids. DMS is their initials, David, Morgan, and Sadie, so that I always remember who I'm working for, ultimately. And I just wanted to introduce myself and say thank you, because the city has been wonderful to us so far. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of introducing Kevin Ty of 3 Circle Studios. I believe he's our final new member tonight. If not, raise your hand. Oh, all right. I will have the
true pleasure of introducing you, Steve, in a minute. Come on up.
Hi, my name is Kevin. I incorporated Three Circle Studio as a headshot photography business about 7 or 8 months ago. So going out and learning about businesses and connecting with people is very intimidating for me because I'm an introvert. But I think that's also what makes the time together in a headshot extremely personal, because a lot of times when we do headshots, it's a big giant lens in front of your face for 3 minutes to a couple of hours, and it's not fun. And so one of the things I love as an introvert is connecting with people, no matter how long it is, and really get to know them and bring out their personalities. Some people here at the chamber already have taken pictures with me, and the time together was just really amazing. It was a lot of fun, and it's really relaxing. I think, anyways. But you don't really believe that, and that's okay because you don't know what headshot photography is. So one of the things I want to do starting next year, or actually starting this year, but next year because I have vacation, I'm going to Disney World soon. So that's more important. The one thing I want to do is have demonstrations to let you know what is a headshot photography, what is it about, what the experience is like, because it's just something that we just think is just a selfie and that's really enough. And so if you would invite me to your location, or if you want to come into my home studio, I would love to show you what that is like. And there's no need to buy anything, of course, but it'll be just some good time together and to network in a setting that, for an introvert, it's much more it's happier, comfortable for all of us. Thank you.
And last but not least, I'd like to introduce Stephen of Friends of Fellsmere Heights.
Thank you, everyone, for getting the Malden Hospital situation to where it is today, with the developer not working with Melrose Wakefield and vice versa anymore. And we have a new era of collaboration. Melrose Wakefield has made it very clear they want to work with the community to come up with what will be done at the site to help the community health needs of our community. And I thank all of you for your work and efforts in helping move the conversation forward. It's been a great honor to be in the position of being able to help this community, or my community, in this process. Appreciate the mayor and his staff and all the people who have been spreading the word and keeping the faith that we can perpetuate the legacy of our first mayor. It's 200th anniversary. We have the 2020 celebration. We'll have the Lantern Walk in June on that bicentennial. And we had a very incredible process this last year with the Boston Architectural College. And we hope to continue that work with the community to help make sure that we have what we need to make sure the health outcomes are improved in Malden. I was conversing with a lot of people tonight, and I really feel like there's a lot of synergies between the exercise and just everybody who I was speaking with. It really felt like we can all come together to make things much stronger moving forward. And Bob Doolittle, he's also on our board. I'm on the board. He's our vice president. He wanted to say a little bit more about the Lantern Walk.
You are invited the first Saturday after Memorial Day to the 5th annual Fellsmere Heights Lantern Walk. It's a fun event, a high-energy event, families, but actually all ages. We make these lanterns, recycled 3-liter bottles with a candle in it, and do a procession around the pond. And we hold our lanterns high to say, the people of Malden long for this land to continue to be used by the community instead of be turned into a housing development. We're on a groundswell. We're like the voice of the people. That's what the Friends is about. We see ourselves as giving public sentiment a strong voice, and we've done that for 5 years. We have businesses come. Blink has come, Bikini, Century Bank, to give you an example, to have little tables, pushing 200 people. It's a great time. You can come professionally, or you can come and bring your family and have fun too.
So that nearly concludes the program. I have 2 current members who asked for 30 seconds each. So I have Ron Cox from MATV who would like 30 seconds.
Thank you, Joan. I'm Ron Cox, and I'm Executive Director of MATV, Malden's Media Center. But I'm here to talk about, although we're not a new member, we're about to change our name. And the new name is UMA, Urban Media Arts. And I'm announcing it tonight for those who are not aware of it, but I want you to be aware of it. And wanted to let you know that we're offering a chance for the community to get involved in helping design our new logo. We have a new name, but we don't have a new logo. So if you're interested in getting involved in this new change for Malden Access Television, get involved by contributing your idea for a new logo. And there's information on the table, and we want to make sure that everyone understands MATV is now beyond television. And Stan Yusevich is here, and he knows that the future of television here and community television is more than just television. We are a connector. We're involved with not only just media, but the arts, all the idea of connecting community events. That's what we've been doing for the last 30 years. So now we're making it real. So please, remember, MATV is now going to be UMA. Thank you.
And finally, I'd like to introduce Alex from Young Do. And they were a member, then they weren't a member, now they're a member. So I don't know if they're a new member, an old member, or whatever. So he gets 30 seconds too.
I've never been here, new management. I don't want to take up a lot of time because we've all been staying here forever. But I do want to, I just felt really impassioned to want to, I see all of you and I just want to share just really quickly what we do. But the School of Young Do is over 1,500 years old. And it's been researched over centuries toward how to develop essentially the best human possible through physical development, mental development, and spiritual development. It's actually originated in the mountains of East Asia. And we teach students from the ages of 6 into their 80s and older because it's for people. It's not for this person or this person. I'm probably about 20 seconds in. So I'm going to do something really unorthodox, and I'm going to show you a couple movements. Okay? Okay. This is for your joints, muscles, tendons, bones, circulation, all at once. And you can do this whether you're older or younger.
So that's another show for the Chamber Showcase. We're going to wrap it up. It's been a very exciting night. It's still a very busy room. A lot going on here. Thank you for joining us at our new members annual event, and we hope to see you here next month for our holiday MATV Chamber Showcase. Stay well. Thank you.